Hey boys and girls, this is Mr. Sutherland, and I'm going to be teaching you guys the G major scale in arpeggio on the double bass. And if you don't play bass, then you're in the wrong video. Go find somewhere else to watch videos, like look at cats or something like that. Alright, so we're going to be learning the G major scale in arpeggio, note for note first, and the fingerings for them on the bass. Now, there's not much new that you have learned in class. It's just review, and it should be a review. And so anyways, regardless, let's go over it so we can remind you how to play this correctly. Alright, so the very first note, as you can see from the chart behind me, this is a little blown up version on the smartboard of our scale. And we're just going to be looking at the first two measures. Since we play the scale only twice, we just repeat it again on measures 3 and 4. So measures 1 and 2 is pretty much all we got to look at. We just do it again on measure 3 and 4. Alright. So this is the G major scale. We know it's G major because it starts on G and the key signature says 1 F sharp. That is the G major scale. And to play G, we're going to be going down to the E string to our second finger, which should be right between the first tape and the second tape. Just a little bit up probably. And we'll pluck that twice to make sure that we understand that pitch. Again, we're plucking. Here's G. Great. The next string we're going to look for and the scale is going to be an open A. The next pitch in the scale is up to a first finger B on the A string. Good. Then we go to a C, a regular C natural, 2 fingers, same position that you had for the G on the A string for C. All right. After that, we go to D, open string. 1 finger E on the D string. And then we're going to slide up to second position, which is your first finger up towards the middle, second finger where that tape is. So wherever C was before and the strings and the G before that, that's where your first finger is. Your second finger is going to come down for an F sharp rather than 4 fingers. Awesome. Then we're going to play a 4th finger G right here, where we are in second position still. All right. Now this exercise is open string. We're not going to do open string. We're going to go to 4th finger G. So let's probably mark that on our sheet or this chart here. No open string. Go to 4th finger G in second position. And to get the second position, we'll make sure that F sharp is a second finger F sharp. We're in second position. Let me go back to first position. I'm sorry. Let's move this guy back over. First position to this E first finger. Okay. Let's start back from the G in second position with our 4th finger. Back to second finger F sharp, still in second position. Then we'll slide back down to first position, 1 finger E on the D string still. Then open D. First position, second finger on the A string, C natural, C. 1 finger B. Still on the A string, open A now. And finally, 2 fingers on the E string for G. Cool. All right, let's try it again. 2 plucks, quarter notes each at 50 beats per minute. So we get the feel for it down. Give us a little exercise with our dexterity here. Ready? Starting with 2 fingers on the E string. 2 plucks each. 1, 2, ready, and pluck. G, G, open A. 1 B. 2 C. Open D, 1 E, second position F sharp, 2 fingers, 4 G, back down to 2 fingers F sharp, first E, open D, 2 C in the A string, 1 B, open A, and 2 G. Awesome. If you got that, great. If not, try to get even slower at your own speed. If you got it, let's keep going on. We're going to do it now. 1 quarter note pluck each for each pitch. Same tempo. Ready? 1, 2, 2 fingers on the E string. Ready? And play. G, open A, 1 B, 2 C, open D, 1 E, second F sharp, 4 G, 2 F sharp, 1 E, open D, 2 C, 1 B, open A, 2 G. Great. Let's try it now with a bow. 2 bow strokes, 2 quarter note bows for each pitch. Get our bows ready. Make sure they are rosined. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, and G, open A, 1 B, 2 C, open D, 1 E, second position F sharp 2, 4 G, 2, slide to first, 1 E, open D, 2 C, 1 B, 1 A, open A, sorry, and 2 G. Alright, let's try that. Now, as quarter notes, 1 bow stroke each, détaché back and forth. Alright, so only 1 bow per note. Ready? 1, 2, set, and play. G, A, 1 B, 2 C, open D, 1 E, second F sharp, 4 G, 2 F sharp, 1 E first, open D, 2 C, 1 B, open A, 2 G. Sorry. And now let's go a little bit slower because we're going to do it in the rhythm that's written now on the board. The same scale pattern we've been learning. I'm going to do it with plucking this time. To kind of slow it down, we're going to go to 40 beats per minute and have the 8th note metronome playing too, so we remember to keep everything nice and even and separated. Alright, let's try it together. 1 and 2 and set and play. And G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G, F sharp, E, D, C, B, A, G. Good. Let's try it now as it is written here for the first 4 measures. We'll repeat that scale another time. So now we play the scale twice, the same pattern. Ready? Only plucking now. 1 and 2 and set and play. And G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G, F sharp, E, D, C, B, A, G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G, F sharp, E, D, C, B, A, G. Great. Now let's try it with bow. You ready? Here we go. 1 and 2 and set and play. Great. Now, if you got that, awesome. If not, you can always, remember, always try it on your own, even slower. It's not about speed. It's about knowing what you're playing in your head and transposing that or translating that to your fingers and your arm so that way you can play evenly and accurate, 100%. Okay? Don't ever try to go as fast as you can. Always start slow and make sure you're always 100% accurate. Okay? Now, let's move on to the arpeggio portion of this scale. I'm going to blow it up here just a little bit so you can see it. Again, remember the scale is made up of the first interval, which is the open G, or sorry, 2 fingers G. Remember the next interval, excuse me, is the third, or the third note in the scale, which is going to be B, G, A, B, right here. Then we go to the fifth interval, which is G, A, B, C, D, right here. And then we're gonna go to G here, and then back down, fifth, 3, first, or fifth, third, first, okay? So let's go note for note how the arpeggio is played, and we'll play it twice, okay? So you get the idea how to play this last 3 measures of the exercise, okay? Again, we're gonna start with the very first pitch. We're gonna use our plucking, which is 2 fingers G. Let's pluck it twice. 2 fingers on the E string, okay? That's G. Next pitch, there's the third interval, which is the B. We'll go on our first finger on the A string for B, 2 plucks. The next pitch is an open D, which is the 5th interval, 2 plucks. Then we'll go to second position, 4th finger G, here for the octave, all right? The octave is the 8th interval, or the oct, O-C-T, which is the prefix, right, for 8, like octagon, octopus, octobicycle, octocycle, is that what it's called? Okay, and then 4th finger G, here we go. There's the octave. Go back down, open D, which is the 5th, go to the 3rd, which is 1st finger B on the A string, and then 2 fingers G on the E string for the 1st, or the root here. All right, let's try it now with the metronome, 2 chord note plucks each, and we'll play it twice, just as written here, without the rhythm, just 2 chord note plucks for each note. So we'll go up and down, okay? Just like that. Put our metronome at 50 beats per minute. And let's see if we can play this now. 2 plucks each for each note. 1, 2, set, and play. G, G, 1 B, open D, second position, 4th finger G, open D, 1 B, 2 G on the E string, up to B again, 1 B, open D, second position G, open D, 1 finger B, and 2 fingers G. Great. Now, if you notice this already, in the music behind me, it tells you to go to a 4th finger G and open D to remind you. That's what we do here as well, so don't forget that, all right? Just wanted to get up and show you that real quick. And let's try it now. 1 quarter note each for each pitch, going up and down the arpeggio twice. Here we go. 1 quarter note pluck for each pitch. 1, 2, ready, and 2G, 1B, open D, 4G, open D, 1B, 2G, 1B, open D, 4G, open D, 1B, 2G. Let's try that again, and I won't say anything. 2, ready, and. All right, so that's the arpeggio as 1 quarter note pitch each. Let's try it now with bow, going 2 bows for each pitch, 2 quarter note bows, going détaché. Here we go, get our bows ready. Starting on 2 fingers G, 1, 2, set, and play. I think you got that. We'll move on to 1 quarter note bow for each pitch. Again, we're going twice on the arpeggio. 1, 2, set, and play. If you got that, let's try playing it in pizzicato, the rhythm. rhythmically as written here, just like we did for the G major scale and arpeggio. Going to put it at 40 beats per minute with the 8th note plucking, 8th note clicking as well. Sorry. And we'll start with the rhythm as quarter, 8th, 8th, quarter, 8th, 8th, quarter note, 8th note, quarter note, and so on. Ready? 1 and 2 and pluck and go. And G, B, D, G, D, B, G, B, D, G, D, B, G. Try again. 1 and 2 and set and play and. Alright, if you think you got that, let's try adding a bow with it. 1, 2, 1, and play. And that's it. Good job. Now, if you didn't got that, let's see if you can put all of it together just as written up here in our exercise. Playing the entire scale twice, then go into the arpeggio twice. And then we'll end on a half note. Remember, that gets 2 beats. If you're ready, let's get started. We're going to slow it down just a little bit to make sure that it's seamless transition between the scale portion right to the arpeggio portion. We're going to go at 35 beats per minute. Get our bows ready. Get ready in playing position. Again, we're going to go through the entire exercise two times for the scale, right to 2 times for the arpeggio. 1 and 2 and set and play and. There you have it. If you're good to go, then you're good to go. If not, always practice as slow as you can and never try to play as fast as you can. That comes later with time and practice. The more time you spend with the instrument, making sure that everything you do has a purpose. Every movement from note to note to note to note to note has a purpose. You don't just mess around playing as fast as you can, trying to make sure that you might get to the next pitch. Maybe you'll get lucky and get it right and then decide to stop. Always make sure you get it right at least 10 times, 100% accurate before you go any faster than the next speed. All right? Well, with that being said, you guys have a great time, have a good day, and I'll see you guys later. If you have any questions, let me know. Bye. Love y'all.